Hi and welcome to Dynamic DCUO. Wind here, and today Valmy and I will be running around with Haunting Wind and Lonica, and we're going to check out the new duo. I've been in here once. Valmy has not been in here yet, so that'll be interesting for him. Now they also have an event version of this for I believe level 15 and up, but if you are 322, which is what's required for the new duo, then I do recommend running the standard version. The armor's, higher level, so. Now, I'm going to run through and we're just going to show a couple of the beginning bad guys, but we're pretty much going to focus on the bosses here, as the end boss can actually be kind of nasty. There's also an elite version of this, which is something I love. The new zone is great. Not having a solo is something that usually bums me out, but since they have an elite version of the duo, giving us casual players a chance at some of the elite gear, that's just fabulous. So again, going through here, your NPCs are pretty much the same as what's on the street, so not overly tough. But the bosses, especially the final boss, could give you a hard time. Now Amazo, kind of cool because he looks like Amazo from some of the animated movies, just depending on which version you're familiar with. He is not a particularly hard boss. This is pretty much just a straight up fight, and I can't imagine it presenting too much of a problem, even if you're barely at tier. The first time I ran this, I was at tier 320. Actually, I was 326, and was in here with a healer, but he ran DPS, or they ran DPS until we got to the final boss, and then they switched to healer role, which was helpful. But again, other than the final boss, this really shouldn't be much of a problem, even if you're just barely in here at tier. Might take you a little longer than you'd like, but the kill room is very easy here. This is almost like having a second boss or a middle boss, just because of the time it takes. But a lot of us players, especially me and Valmy, we love kill room scenarios where it's just a bunch of bad guys, just an onslaught. So this is great to have in the duo as far as we're concerned. But again, I'm not going to spend much time on it. Heatwave here is your big bad, but you also have Plastic Man in here. Now Heatwave, if you can, it's great to stay up in the air. Wind does not have this ability since he's acrobatics, but keeping moving helps a lot. The most success we've actually had is to keep moving while up in the air, but you definitely want to watch out for Plastic Man, and you want to watch out for the flames from Heatwave because he can put you down quick. Now again, we're not going to show a lot of this. I'm going to cut towards the end here in a minute, but it's fairly open room, lots of area to move around. You may end up needing your baubles, or excuse me, your supply drop. Probably will end up going through a soda cola or two in here. We have run the census video where we started with our booze, which helps. Of course, having 4 booze out a piece makes a big difference. But again, it's not overly tough, but it is one you can die in if you're not paying attention, or if things just happen to go badly. If Plastic Man gets a hold of you, it can be over quickly. But it's a great duo. And just like the zone, it's tough enough to be fun, but not overly tough to where it's just frustrating. I found the same thing to be true, like I said, in the zone. The street missions are a lot of fun, so this is a great new zone and duo. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like this kind of content, please click like and subscribe. Click the bell icon to stay notified. Leave us some comments and suggestions, and keep playing.